Hey guys, welcome to CS Talks. My name is Chintan, and today we are going to do a lead code problem. I know it's been a long time and I was very busy with my work, but now I'm back with the lead code series. So today we are going to do a problem number 1428 from lead code, and that's a very famous problem and it's frequently asked in Facebook. So let's go and start with the problem. Let me minimize my screen and here. So as you can see on the left side of my screen, it's a 1428 leftmost column with a least a 1. So let me tell you, as it's written here, this is an interactive problem. What that means is that you have given a problem and you have given some boilerplate code or like interface for which you don't need to think about the logic. You just need to understand that what that method or interface will do. You need to use that interface and then make a logic in your problem or method to satisfy certain condition or to get a output which is relevant. So let me just slide it here, my video. And okay, so as let's read the statement. A row sorted binary matrix means that all the elements are 0 and 1, and each row of the matrix is sorted in non-decreasing order. It means increasing order. So now there is a matrix which has only 0 and 1 as element, and each row has sorted elements. So first will be 0 and then only will be 1 in each row. Now for all the given row sorted binary matrix, there is a name given. Return the index means this is all the rows start with the 0th index. So return the index of the leftmost column with a 1 in it. So basically we need to find the first from the left first element or box with the 1 value, and we need to return that index. So if such an index we found does not exist, then we need to return -1. But if we are finding it, we need to return that column's index. So I'll show you by example. And now what it is saying is this is interactive problem. There are two methods, or there is an interface which has two methods which is given. One is that we can use a get method passing a row and column index, and we can get the index basically returns the element of the matrix. Like what is that element? Is it 0 or 1? The second is the dimension. So we don't know the dimension of the matrix, right? So we need to understand that what is the dimension. So by calling this method, we will get that, okay, whether this matrix is 3 by 2, 3 by 3, or 4 by 5 or something. Now, the condition is, as this is an interactive problem, we can do in any way, but there is a constraint that if you are using these interfaces, you need to keep your calls within 1000. So basically you can maximum use 1000 calls of binary matrix dot get. So you are getting an element, right? So you need to use this only maximum 1000 calls, and otherwise your answer will be wrong. So basically we need to use 1000 time or less this get method of binary matrix here to do this operation and complete this logic to find the column. So the goal is that in the matrix, we need to find the leftmost column which has 1 in the row, basically leftmost one. So let's go through the example. So this is the first matrix, as you can see, right? And here I can see in first row it's 0, 0. In second row it's 1, 1. So in the first row I'm not finding anything, but in the second row I can see the 1 is in the 0th index of the column. So this red part is the column, and here I am finding 1. So what I need to return is 0th index column. So 0 is the answer. Now let's see the second example. So here first row has 0, 0, second row has 0, 1. So now the leftmost one I'm finding is in the second row and first column. As 0th column don't have anything, so first column. So as you can see, the red part is the column which is our answer because leftmost one is in that column. So 1 is the answer. Let's see the third example. So here we have all zeros, so we don't find any 1 in the matrix. So that's why our answer will be -1. Now, as we are getting bigger matrix, we can see here that we have in first row 0, 0, 0, 1. So we have 1, but it's on the third index. Now we need to check the second row. So we can find the 1 in the second index. So that is our current answer. But now if we check the third row, we are finding leftmost in the first index of first column. So that is why our answer will be the 1, because leftmost column where we are finding 1 is the first index of column. Now there are certain constraints given. So rows are like we will have given matrix, so matrix length, then matrix of I dot length is going to be column. So this is kind of a 2D array, two-dimensional array. Now our row and column size will be fixed. So it can be maximum 100 from 1 to 100. So maximum we can have rows and columns is 100 by 100 matrix here. And all the value of the elements are 0 and 1. So we don't need to worry. And the one important thing is that all the values in any particular row are going to be sorted. So we will always going to get like 0 and then 1, and not any place where 1 and 0 will be there, right? So that is important information for this problem. Now as I told you guys, like there are related topics for this and there are companies. So as I can show you, this is very frequently used in Facebook in last 6 months. So this is very important problem, and this has lot of different things. So let me let's take the example 4 and now think in terms of algorithm, what we can do here. So in a normal brute force approach, what you can do is you can either go through rows, all the rows, and then you, go through the like row by row, or you can go column by column and try to find out. So the problem here is that you need to keep your get call within 1,000. Now think about the worst case. Here we can have 100 row and 100 column, right? So it will be like 100 by 100. So total will be 10,000 total elements, right? Total boxes in the grid. So you can't go and check each and every element if you have given 100 by 100 matrix or something like that. So that is why we need to come to a logic so that within 1,000 call or maximum 1,000 call of get we use to get check the element. And then we found out that, okay, this is the leftmost column where we are finding 1. So what we can do is, one is we can go row by row, like, okay, this is 0, no, this is 0, no, this is 0, now this is 1. So we found out that, okay, in row 1 we are finding this. Now we are coming to row. So here we are checking all the elements. So if you see 1 2 3 4, 4 into 3, 12 calls. So this is a smaller matrix, we are good. But as the matrix going to be bigger, this trick or this algorithm will not work. We can go from column to column also, like, okay, I am checking first column. As soon as I am finding 1, I can go ahead. But if I'm not finding, I'm going ahead. So in this case also, we need to go through all the elements by column, right? So let's say in a worst case, we are not finding in any column and we are finding in the last column. So if the matrix is very big, then it will easily go above 1,000 calls for getting the element value, right? So we can't use that also. So now come to the third strategy. So what we can do is that as we have given information that this matrix is sorted, what we can do is we know that the always last element going to be either 1 or 0, but 1 have chances. So what we can do is we can start from the top right corner. Uh, we can start from the top right corner, and then we can put a logic something like that. So let's say we are finding on a top right corner 1, right? Here we have 1. So what we need to do is we got that at third index this we have 1. We need to check that is there any on the left columns 1 are there or not. So what I can do is I can go when I'm finding 1, I can go 1 column left. So here we are keeping 2 pointers. One is row and one is column. So in this column, row 0 and column 3, I'm finding 1. So that's why I will go on left hand side. So here, now in this one, I have 0. So as soon as I'm finding 0, what I got to know is that now there is no 0 on the left hand side in this row because it is sorted. So now what I need to do, as soon as I'm finding 0, I'm going one row down. So now I will increase the row. So when we find 1, we go one column left, but when we find 0, we go one row down, right? So we will increase the row count, like row pointer. So now I am checking 1 here, right? So okay, this is the one which is from previous one, one more left. So this can be possible answer for our problem. So we are storing this thing. Now this is 1. So we need to check in that row that are we getting any other one in that row. So we will go left. As this is sorted, I started from right corner. That is the only reason I started from the right corner, because it's a sorted row. Now here we are finding 1. So we will go left. Now here I am again finding 0. So that means in this row, now all the ones we have already visited, we need to go one row down. So I will go and increase the row pointer. So I am coming here. Here I am finding 1, which is again one more left than previous one. So here I am going to store this index, like this column index. Now I am finding 1. What I need to do is I need to visit other ones in that particular row. So I need to go left in column. So I will go left. Now in this column, I am in the first, like end of this row, and I'm finding 0. So now there is no option. I'm getting 1 in this matrix. So this is how we found out that our one leftmost one is in the index 1 column. So we are going to return that. So by this, what we have done is we have eliminated lot of non, like redundant possibilities which we don't need to check, because what we want to check is the leftmost one. We don't want to check any other ones. And as we have given it is sorted, every row is sorted, we have checked based on that constraint only the things which we want to check, not all the possibilities. So by this, our algorithm's complexity will be very less. Now let's do a coding. So let me move this here. And so here I am using Java programming language. And here we have given this method already. And we have given the binary matrix, which interface is already given here. That has two methods, get and dimensions. And what we need to do is we need to return the integer, which is the leftmost column index with 1. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all get the dimensions. So let's get that. So dimensions, the data type is list of integers. So let me just copy that, right? And I'm giving dims as name, and I have binary matrix dot, and I am going to call dimensions, right? So by this method, I'm going to get the dimensions. Now what I'm going to do is the next thing is what I need to find is how many rows and columns are there to traverse through the matrix. So what I'm going to do is integer rows is equal to I have dimensions dot get get of. So as this is a list of integer, I can get by index also. So I'm going to get the 0, right? So if you see one thing which I want to show you, they have already given. So binary matrix dot dimension will give us a list with the rows and columns. So this is a list in which 0th index have rows and first index have columns. So what I'm going to do is I got the rows, I will get the columns. So dims dot get of 1, right? So this will give me the columns. And what I need is one more thing. I need to return the answer. So what I will do is return answer is equal to default answer will be -1, as if we don't find anything, we will return -1, right? Now, the next thing is we need to traverse. So as per the strategy 3, we are going to start from the top right corner, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to do we are going to define two pointers. One is going to be a row, so I'm putting r, which is going to be 0, right? And the other going to be column, so I'm putting c is equal to we have calls, so calls, whatever the total number of column, it is always going to be one more because we have index 0th index, so calls minus 1, right? Now I'm taking a while loop here. So whenever we are using two pointers or something, a while loop is more convenient, uh, because you can set the logic based on your conditions, multiple conditions. So I'm taking a while loop here. Now until what I need to go. So I need, like, whatever the rows I have, that needs to be less than rows, less than rows, yes, and uh, or let's say, or I am putting here, or whatever the columns we have, right? So I think, let me put and, sorry, columns. So c needs to be greater than equal to 0, then we want to go inside. So r needs to be less than rows, and c needs to be, a column needs to be greater than 0. Why I am saying that? So let me show you here. So suppose in this example, this is the row 0, right? So I can go until the maximum row, right? 0, 1, 2. So there will be total 3 rows, so less than 3. And there are 4 columns, so it will be indexed from 0 to 3. So I am starting from 3. So I need to go until I have 0. If it is minus 1, then I can't go. So that is the reason I put this kind of condition. Now what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to put the if condition, right? So here now we need to use the second method, which is called get. So I'm going to do is binary matrix dot get of, right? And we have r and c, row and column, which is equal to, so here if we are finding 0, right? Let's say, so as I told you guys, that if we are finding 0, we need to visit the next row, because now we know that there is no one left in that row. It's sorted, and we are starting from the right to left. So that is there. So that is one condition. And else, what is the other condition is that if we have 1, then we need to check that, okay, in that row, is there any 1 on the left hand side remaining or not? So that is the other condition we are going to check. So here what we are going to do is, if we are finding 0, we are going to add the row, so that is there. But if we are finding 1, what we are going to do is, we are going to uh, decrease the column pointer. So we are going on the left hand side, and what we are going to do is, before that, we are going to store in our answer, because that is our last leftmost we are find. We don't know in future we are going to find or not. So I'm going to store like answer equal to c here, and then I'm decreasing the pointer, right? By this, I'm going to visit everything, right? And then in the end, we need to decide, or we need to return the answer. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to return answer, either it can be minus 1, and if we find out something, then we will have already stored here. So by this, we are going to go through whatever the strategic thing, right? Strategic traversal, and then we will find out that, do we have any leftmost column which has 1 or not. Now let me try to run the program. Let me try to run it here, right? So for the base case, it is going good. Now let me try to submit it. Okay, it is pending, so I am not sure why it is pending. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it got accepted. So yeah, the it's 100% faster, and I am using 53% less memory than others. Now we can go ahead in the program and check that where what are the memories I have used, and I can try to like minimize the memory usage and all other like optimize the algorithm. For example, here I have took R and C as a separate, right? But one thing I could have done is, as I'm not going to use these rows and column further in in this program, I could have directly used this. So I can remove this part and use directly rows and column. That is one thing I can do. The other thing I can do is I can use a for loop instead of while also. So there are few things you can do, and you can try out that okay, your program is taking more memory or not. So this is definitely accepting our program. So we can say that okay, we are using this get less than less than I think 1,000 times or maximum 1,000 times for a particular, even though it's maximum matrix like 100 by 100, it is not taking time because I think LeetCode consider all the test cases when we are submitting the problem. So we are good in terms of that. And let's go through the complexity ones as we have done this program, and we already discussed the algorithm. Let me go to the example here. And so here, if you see in this example, let's say if we have all zeros, then what we are going to do is in that worst case, when we are finding zero, we are going to visit the next row, then next row, and then we are checking that okay, so the total number of rows we are going to visit, right? Let's say m is the row, and in terms of other edge case, like we have all ones here, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to visit the left column. So if we start from top right, we are going to visit the next column, then next, and then first column. So by this, we are going to visit all the columns. So let's say take n is the column number, then we are going to visit n column. And in terms of in any normal case, what we are going to do is we are, let's say there is a case where we have one in the top left, bottom left side, and then all other are zeros. So what we are going to do is we are going to visit row by row, all the rows until we find, until we reach to the last row. So O of m is the row. And then let's say the last row has all ones. So now we reach to the last row, and then we are visiting till the left because last row have all the ones. So we are visiting like left, 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 left. So in a maximum worst case, we are going to visit all the rows plus all the columns. So it will be O of m plus n. That is our worst case complexity for this problem. And in terms of space complexity, we are not using any extra space. We are just using two pointers here. So we can say that we are not using any like extra space. So it's like a O of one constant space we are using. So that is going to be the complexity analysis for this problem. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and share this video to all the coding lovers. Please subscribe CS Talks for all the future videos. Press the thumbs up. Thank you. Stay tuned.